the United States launched a trade war against Canada. Canada will be implementing 25% tariffs against $155 billion worth of American goods. We don't want this. But your government has chosen to do this.
That was Prime Minister Justin Trudeau's powerful and defiant response to President Trump's tariffs. Canada is making it clear, it will not back down without a fight. A new battle unfolds between two of the world's biggest trading partners. A new economic showdown is brewing between two global economic titans, the United States and Canada. This battle could have far-reaching effects on both economies, as well as global markets. The United States has imposed devastating tariffs on Canadian goods, and now, Canada is retaliating. Prime Minister Justin Trudeau is making it clear, this is a fight Canada won't back down from. The clash began on January 31, 2025, when President Donald Trump announced a sweeping 25% tariff on all imports from Canada and Mexico. His reasoning: concerns over illegal immigration and drug trafficking, which, while controversial, ignited a storm in international relations. After a brief delay, these tariffs came into full effect on March 4, 2025, setting the stage for a trade war that could reshape North American economies. In a passionate and resolute response, Prime Minister Justin Trudeau addressed the nation on March 4, 2025, stating, "Today, the United States launched a trade war against Canada, their closest partner and ally, their closest friend." He boldly declared that Canada would retaliate with 25% tariffs on $155 billion worth of American goods, starting with $30 billion immediately, and the remaining $125 billion to follow in just 21 days. This decisive action is a clear statement that Canada will not allow its economy, workers, and industries to be undermined by unfair trade policies. The following day, March 5, 2025, Trudeau held a press conference in Ottawa, where he unveiled a $6.5 billion financial aid package aimed at providing immediate relief to the businesses hardest hit by the tariffs. This includes $5 billion to support Canadian exporters in finding new global markets, reducing their reliance on the U.S. market. $1 billion for agriculture and food industries that are feeling the heavy impact of disrupted trade flows. $500 million in low-interest loans to ensure that businesses can stay afloat amid the uncertainty. Trudeau became visibly emotional as he discussed the hardship these tariffs would bring to everyday Canadians. His words resonated deeply. This is an attack on our economy, our industries, and our people. We have always been fair trade partners. Canada will not stand idle while thousands of workers are put at risk. The sectors most impacted by the tariffs include steel and aluminium manufacturing, where Canada exports nearly 90% of its steel to the U.S. These industries are bearing the brunt of the tariffs, and industry leaders are warning of possible plant closures, mass layoffs, and a devastating ripple effect throughout the Canadian economy. Business owners are calling for swift government intervention to prevent further damage. Meanwhile, President Trump remains adamant about his stance. On March 6, 2025, he delivered a blunt message from the White House. For decades, Canada has taken advantage of American trade. We're not going to let that happen anymore. This is about putting America first, securing American jobs, and ensuring fair trade. His rhetoric has only heightened tensions, making it clear that this conflict is about more than just tariffs. It's about shifting the balance of power in trade relationships. The repercussions of this trade war are already being felt across the global economy. On March 6, 2025, the Toronto Stock Exchange plunged by 3.5%, signaling investor panic and growing concerns over the future of cross-border trade. U.S. businesses that rely heavily on Canadian imports are facing rising costs, which could drive up prices for American consumers. From auto manufacturers to food suppliers, industries on both sides of the border are already struggling under the weight of these tariffs. The international community is also reacting, with strong condemnation from the European Union, which has warned of potential global economic fallout. Countries like China and Mexico are already considering their own retaliatory measures against U.S. trade policies, signaling that this dispute could escalate into a broader trade war with far-reaching consequences. In response to these challenges, Canada is seeking to diversify its trade relationships and reduce its dependence on the US market. The country is now looking to strengthen trade agreements with Europe and Asia, aiming to secure new markets for its exports and protect its economic future. Canada is making it clear that it will not be bullied into submission. It's ready to fight for its place on the global stage. As tensions escalate, it's evident that both nations stand at a crossroads. Will Canada and the United States be able to find common ground, or is this just the beginning of a much larger and more prolonged trade conflict? One thing is certain, the battle lines have been drawn. The stakes are higher than ever, and this trade war is only just getting started. The question remains, who will come out on top in this high-stakes economic showdown? What do you think? Is Canada right to retaliate, or is this trade war ultimately hurting both nations? Let us know in the comments below, and don't forget to like, share, and subscribe for more global insights on this ongoing trade dispute. Thanks for watching.